Huh? What up, what up, what up? Huh? Hey, yo, we back with another one. Y'all already know what to do, what's going on. We're gonna get right to it. We ain't gonna hold you too much longer. Christy Rock and Ben Bino. What we got going with this situation? What we got going? Let's check it out. Let's check this situation out. Huh? Huh?
They don't even know what they talking.
Hood Trophy Bow announced the breakup on Instagram. The ink was barely dry on that chapter. And Chrisean Rock was already on to the next one. The new man's name is Darian. He goes by Mr. 3. He is 20 years old. He was arrested for robbing a 7-Eleven on October 24th, 2025. That was not his first arrest this year. Back in June, he was part of a group that robbed a clothing store on Melrose. He has at least 2 baby mothers. He is allegedly running from a DNA test on a child his second baby mama says is his. And his first baby mama says the whole relationship with Chrisean is a PR stunt, exactly like the last one. And Chrisean posted about him like he was the beginning of something real. We're going to break down everything. The arrests, the baby mamas, the warnings being issued publicly. Where Blueface fits into all of this now that he is home. And the question that is sitting underneath all of it that nobody wants to say plainly enough. How many chapters does a 2-year-old child with unaddressed medical needs have to sit through while his mother cycles to the next one? Let's get into it. Let's start with the documented facts. Because in a situation this chaotic, the documents are the only stable ground. Darian, who goes by Mr. 3, is 20 years old, 5 years younger than Chrisean. That age gap is not the story. Chrisean herself pointed out that she was 20 when she started dating Blueface, who was 23 at the time. People date across age gaps. That alone is not the issue. The issue is the pattern. And Darian's documented record is the first piece of that pattern. October 24th, 2025. Arrested for robbing a 7-Eleven. Bond set at $50,000. Chrisean was there to bail him out the following day. That is not a minor incident in an otherwise clean record. That is a robbery arrest. A man who walked into a store and took what was not his, was caught, was booked, and whose girlfriend showed up the next morning to get him out. And it was not his first time this year. In June of the same year, he was part of a group that robbed a clothing store on Melrose Avenue. Multiple people. A coordinated theft. Another arrest. 2 robbery arrests in the span of a few months. And Chrisean is posting him like he is her future. Now, people make mistakes.
Y'all already know.
One bag, infinite possibilities. Kate
You
Spade.
know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Oh, they doubled up on me. Tragic. It is what it is.
People make mistakes. People get arrested and turn their lives around. Criminal history is not a life sentence in terms of character or potential. All of that is true and acknowledged. But Chrisean did not meet Darian after he had turned his life around. She met him in the middle of the record, in the middle of the pattern, and bailed him out of one of the arrests herself. That is not someone supporting a person through a past they have moved beyond. That is someone choosing to be present inside the current situation. Darian has at least 2 baby mothers, and both of them are talking. The second baby mama, who goes by Cuban, went directly to a blogger with her account. And what she said was specific enough to be worth taking seriously. She said Darian does not claim or take care of their son. That their son is 2 years old, and Darian has never bought a diaper. That he has seen the child in person for less than an hour total. That he is running from a DNA test after telling her to keep the baby. And that despite all of this, he keeps texting her. Not because he wants to be a father, but because he wants her under his control the way his first baby mama is. She also issued a direct warning to Chrisean. She said Darian is a young thug willing to do anything for money. That he is going to get Chrisean pregnant to lock in access to her finances and then leave her for the next situation. She said Chrisean went as low as she could go with this one. Now, Cuban is not a neutral source. She has her own history with Darian, her own grievances, her own reasons to paint him in the worst possible light. That does not mean she is lying, but it means her account should be held alongside the documented record rather than treated as independently definitive. The documented record: 2 robbery arrests, a 2-year-old son he has not bought a diaper for, a DNA test he is allegedly avoiding. That record exists independently of what Cuban says about his character. And it is already enough to raise serious questions. The first baby mama, Imani, has a different read on things. Per Cuban's account, Imani is described as a yes ma'am type, someone who operates under Darian's framework without pushing back. Someone who is described as being madly in love and going along with it. 2 different women. 2 very different relationships with the same man. The one who pushes back is being ignored and having her child denied. The one who goes along is maintaining access. That tells you something about the dynamic Darian prefers. Here's the part that Cuban and Bino's baby mama both landed on. The claim that this relationship, like the one before it, is a PR arrangement rather than a genuine romantic commitment. Cuban said Darian is using Chrisean for money and clout, that the whole thing is transactional, that he will stay as long as it benefits him and leave when the next opportunity arrives. Bino's baby mama, who stayed visible in this story even after things with Bino and Chrisean ended, echoed the same frame. Said Darian is thirsty. Said he is willing to do weak things for access. Said Chrisean is being used again. Now, we covered this with Bino. The PR arrangement allegation, the mutual transactional nature of that relationship, the way it ended when the usefulness ran out. That chapter closed with Chrisean saying this isn't PR this time. And the people watching said, we will hold you to that. And here we are again. New man. Same allegation. Same warnings from people who know him. Same pattern of Chrisean moving fast, posting publicly, and declaring something real before the situation has had time to demonstrate what it actually is. The question is not whether Darian is a good person or a bad one. The question is whether Chrisean is choosing partners based on what she actually knows about them, or based on the feeling of someone choosing her back in the moment. Because the speed of this, the public posting, the bail money, the tattoo removal declaration, all of that suggests that the feeling is driving the decision. And the feeling has driven decisions before that have not ended well. Let's talk about the tattoos. Because this detail is more revealing than it seems on the surface. Chrisean has Blueface's face tattooed on her face. She has other Blueface-related tattoos on her body. Blueface asked her, reportedly multiple times, while she was with Hood Trophy Bo, to get those tattoos removed. She refused. While she was with Bo, those tattoos stayed. And now, within the first flush of whatever is happening with Darian, she posted that she is ready to get them removed. She wrote that she is here to stay, that she wants to elevate and change her perspective, that she is ready to get the tattoos off. She would not do it for Bo. She is saying she'll do it now. Blueface is apparently aware of this, and reportedly not happy about it. Not because he wanted the tattoos to stay, he wanted them gone, but because she refused to remove them while she was claiming to be building something with Bo. And now she is talking about removal in the context of someone new, which means the tattoo removal was never really about the tattoos. It was about leverage, about what she was willing to give and to whom and when. Blueface spent time in prison. He is now home. He has not made a full public debut yet. Clarissa hinted at his return in footage with his daughter.
Telling me nothing about my goddamn situation that I'm trying to talk about right now. Y'all bullshitting and fucking around on time. Let's get to the work.
Journey, but he has not stepped out fully. And Chrisean, in the same window, is posting a new man, announcing tattoo removal, and signaling as loudly as she possibly can that the Blueface chapter is closed. The timing of all of this is not accidental. Chrisean is communicating something to Blueface specifically through everything she is doing publicly. The question is what she is trying to produce with that communication, and whether Darian knows he is partly being used as a message. Blueface is out of prison. He is home. He has been spending time with his family, with his children, with the people who are waiting for him, with the exception of Junior. There is no documented, publicly visible reunion between Blueface and Junior in this immediate window. The footage that circulated showed him with Clarissa, with Journey, the children with Jaden. There was warmth in those moments, normalcy. And Junior, the child Blueface said he wanted to walk before his second birthday, the child whose developmental needs were the stated reason he let Chrisean back into his house, the child who was the center of Blueface's recorded message. That child's reunion with his father, if it has happened, has not been part of the public narrative. Meanwhile, Chrisean is bailing her new man out of jail and announcing tattoo removal. This is the thing that every chapter of the story keeps returning to, not because we want it to, not because it makes for better content, but because it is the truth that sits underneath every other piece of news in this family's ongoing saga. A 2-year-old child who cannot.
This minimizer bra lets me choose my support level. I can literally pull my breasts up to any level I want.
2-year-old child who cannot walk independently,
Who cannot speak.
who has a diagnosed medical condition that requires consistent specialist intervention, who has been through a ransom situation, a CPS investigation, smoke-filled tents, late-night beach outings, and now the arrival of yet another unfamiliar adult in the rotating cast of people his mother is bringing into and out of their lives. Every new chapter costs Junior something, not because new relationships are inherently harmful, but because every new chapter means energy, attention, and focus going somewhere other than him. Every new emergency, every new drama, every new man is a reallocation of the finite resources Chrisean has, and Junior keeps being the one those resources are reallocated away from. Multiple people have now warned Chrisean about Darian. Cuban warned her publicly. Bino's baby mama added her voice. The documented record is a warning in itself. And Chrisean's response, based on what is visible, is to post him anyway. Bail him out. Announce the tattoo removal. Move forward. That is not new behavior. That is the exact pattern that has defined every relationship choice Chrisean has made publicly. She receives warnings. The warnings are specific. The warnings come from people with direct knowledge. And she proceeds. She proceeded with Blueface when people warned her. She proceeded with each subsequent chapter when people pointed at the pattern. She proceeded with Bo when the signs were visible early. And she is proceeding now. There is a term in psychology for this. It is not a character attack. It is a genuine clinical observation called repetition compulsion. The tendency to unconsciously repeat patterns that feel familiar, even when those patterns produce painful outcomes. It is extremely common in people who have experienced significant childhood trauma. It is not a choice in the conscious, deliberate sense. It is the nervous system reaching for the familiar, because familiar feels like safety even when it is not. Chrisean grew up in a house where chaos was the operating condition, where men were violent, where love and danger coexisted in the same space, where the relationships she watched were defined by instability and control and the constant negotiation of safety. She reaches for what she knows, even when what she knows keeps producing the same outcomes. This is not about being stupid. This is not about being naive. This is about a nervous system that needs healing it has not received, and that is going to keep reaching for the same thing until that healing happens. The warnings do not land because they are not addressing the root. Until the root is addressed, the pattern continues. Here is where we are. Blueface is home. Chrisean has a new man. The new man has 2 robbery arrests and 2 baby mamas who are publicly warning Chrisean that he is not what he appears to be. Chrisean bailed him out and announced tattoo removal in the same window. Blueface is reportedly paying attention. And Junior, through all of it, is wherever Junior is with whoever has him today, in whatever stability that amounts to. The pattern of this story has never been subtle. It has been the same story, told in different chapters, with different names attached to the same roles. And every chapter that passes is another chapter where the intervention window for a 2-year-old boy is narrowing. Chrisean needs what she has always needed. Not a better man. Not a PR-free relationship. Not tattoo removal or a new post or a fresh chapter announced to the internet. She needs the root addressed. The childhood. The trauma. The patterns built in a house where she was not safe. The nervous system that has been reaching for chaos because chaos is the only love language it has ever been taught. And Junior needs his mother to get that addressed. Not eventually. Now. While the window is still open. While there is still time for the investment in both of them to produce something different than the pattern that has been running since before he was born. Darian may, or may not be what Cuban says he is. The relationship may, or may not be what people are predicting. But the larger trajectory, the pattern, the speed, the warning signs, the priorities, that is not ambiguous. That has never been ambiguous. We are watching. We are not going anywhere. Drop a 1 if you think this relationship follows the exact same pattern as the last 3 and ends the same way. Drop a 2 if you think Blueface being home changes anything about where Chrisean's head actually is. Drop a 3 if you think someone's CPS, family.
Hey, yo, look. This got nothing to do with what I thought it was. But I went through with it because of the fact that, damn, I got somebody in the comments. My bad. Shit. What's up with you? How you doing? Yeah, this had nothing to do with what my title said and what I had going. So with that being said, I'm probably find some more information on this to actually find a video that goes exactly with that. Other than that, that's some bull right there. Yeah, that wasn't even cool right there. Live Line Love, what's up with you? Welcome. I appreciate that. Until next time, y'all be good.